with Dead Mountaineers Hotel, the story of pilot Pirx's Inquest unfolds in the West. However, this time, the country depicted seems to be the United States, that occasionally, for some reason, looks like France. Your typical rootless corporation, United Atomic Laboratories, has advanced the development of artificial humans to the stage where mass production is possible.
Praegu on ta hypotermias seisundis. Ta äratatakse keskuses. Intel, Troon ja Nortronic annaksid kõik, et sellist tellimust endale saada.
Ja että teadvuseta on, muidu ma poleks nõus temaga koos sõitma.
Ta on samasugune inimene nagu mina ja teie. Peaaegu samasugune. Küll te koha peal harjute teineteisega.
Under the supervision of UNESCO and the United Nations Security Council, a test is planned before the corporation is allowed to proceed with the serial production of these cyborgs.
Me soovime, et võtaksite osa ühest omalaadsest eksperimendist. Ja kui te ka meie ettepanekut vastu ei võta, palun hoidke meie jutuajamist saladuses.
Under the pretext of launching 2 probes, a space mission is set to journey to the rings of Saturn. An unspecified number of crew members will be replaced by robots. Navigaator Pirx is chosen to lead the mission based on his impeccable integrity. Pirx initially refuses to participate, but after narrowly escaping an assassination attempt, he changes his mind and agrees to lead the mission. The crew is instructed to keep their identities concealed to avoid any bias.
Minä olen Mäkker. Kunagi oli mulla au teiega lennata, aga teie vist mind ei mäleta.
Ei mäleta.
Poisid, see on teie komandör Pirx. Ja see on teie meeskond, komandör. Esimene piloot John Calder. Neuroloog ja küberneetik Tom Novak. Elektroonik Jan Otis. Teine piloot Harry Brown. Insener tuumafüüsik Kurt Weber.
Üks hetk, komandör. Pean teid hoiatama, et kõik teie poolt antud käsud ja juhendid salvestatakse.
Must karp.
Jah, ta säilib isegi katastroofi puhul. Siis asendab ta teie tunnistusi.
Valmisolek on antud. Ma lähen.
Soovin teile kõigest südamest edu.
Valmistuda põkkumiseks. Koljati pardal on 2 automaatsondi. Me peame ühe neist sondidest saatma kassiini lõhesse.
See on üsna raske. Lõhe on kitsas.
Ja, arvestuste kohaselt on selle laius umbes 3500 kilomeetrit. Aga seinad on kaetud paksu jää- ja meteoriiditolmukihiga, millega kokkupuude tähendab laeva hukkumist. Nende kihtide vahelist vaba ruumi on ristlõikes ainult 500 kilomeetrit. Läbipääs lõhest peaks olema praktiliselt võimatu.
En route to Saturn, it soon becomes evident that someone is trying to sabotage the mission. Pilot Pirx's Inquest, based on a short story by the Polish sci-fi author Stanisław Lem, was a collaborative project between the Polish Zespoły Filmowe and the Estonian studio Tallinn Film. This partnership emerged thanks to the bureaucratic peculiarities of central planning in the Soviet Empire and its vassal states. Specifically, the quota for co-produced films between the brotherly nations of Warsaw Pact countries for 1978 had yet to be met. Consequently, a young Polish director named Marek Pistrak was dispatched to Moscow to find a suitable partner for his upcoming film. Initially, Goskino, the Soviet Central Cinema Authority, directed Pistrak to Georgia. However, he soon realized that the Georgians lacked the necessary experience in special effects required for Pirx. As a result, the Estonian Tallinn Film Studio became the partner for the upcoming film. Tallinn Film's editor-in-chief at the time, Enn Rekor, eagerly accepted the offer of cooperation. Karl Levoll, who was set to become the film's production manager on the Estonian side, successfully secured the use of the expansive hangar at Tovchenko studio in Kiev, Ukraine. There, a model of a spaceship as tall as a 3-story building was constructed, along with its interior spaces. Many materials required for set building proved to be rather scarce, often necessitating visitations to various Ukrainian authorities, along with appropriate gifts. Filming in Kiev presented additional challenges. As assistant director Airi Kasera recalls, the next spaceship corridor had barely been completed when the previous one had already been stolen. Besides Kiev, scenes were filmed in Poland, Tallinn, Estonia, Mount Elbrus in the Caucasus Mountains, and Sheremetyevo Airport in Moscow, Russia. Unusually, some scenes were actually filmed in the West. Specifically, permission was granted for a small crew to shoot scenes with actor Sergei Desnitsky, who played the leading role of Commander Pirx, at Charles de Gaulle Airport and La Défense area in Paris, France. Ironically, actor Alexander Kaidanovsky of Stalker fame, who played Novak, was initially not allowed to leave the USSR, not even to Socialist Poland, where part of the film was shot. Known as a bohemian, Kaidanovsky did not belong to any organization, which made it impossible to obtain the necessary characterization for a visa. Despite efforts from Tallinn Film Management, it was to no avail. Eventually, the required paperwork was obtained from his housing association, which stated that there were no complaints against citizen Kaidanovsky. He did not gossip or beat his wife. Another real Western element in the movie is the presence of an actual Pan Am aircraft, namely the Boeing 707 Clipper Queen of the Sky in one of the scenes. The airline company is officially thanked in the movie's end credits. At one point, an aerial view of the Chicago skyline is shown. How this footage was obtained remains a mystery. The winding coastal road scene, where Pirx narrowly avoids being killed by a truck and is supposedly meant to depict the California coast, was filmed near Yalta, Crimea. For the spaceflight scenes, according to artist-decorator Priit Vaher, the stars were imitated by punching holes in black velvet fabric and shining a spotlight from behind. The spaceship's flight was filmed frame by frame, akin to a classic puppet film. To get certain risky scenes past the Soviet censor, the following trick was utilized. Even more outrageous scenes were filmed and edited into the movie to attract the censor's ire, allowing the actual desired scenes to remain. Only 2 Estonian actors appear in the movie: Faime Jurno, who also appeared in Stalker, and Tõnu Saar as Kurt Weber. The film was sold to more than 20 countries and was positively reviewed by the prestigious international film magazine Variety. It won the Golden Asteroid at the 1979 International Science Fiction Film Festival in Trieste, Italy. In 2024, the Estonian film production company Nafta Films announced that a remake of Pilot Pirx's Inquest is in development. This concludes the story of Pilot Pirx's Inquest. Join me in part 3 for another gem from behind the Iron Curtain.